Many people in our region are headed back to the office, some of whom have been working from home for the last several years. So we thought it would be a great time for a refresher on how to dress to return to the office. This one focusing on men's fashion. Our guest today is Anthony Bolognese, a custom clothier who has helped many professionals dress their best in the DMV. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Elaine.
Of course, it's great to see you. You always look very dapper.
Thank you very much.
Yes, of course you would. You have a clothier business. Now tell us, some people have been home since COVID,
Yes.
and now they're going back to work.
Yes.
What should people keep in mind just off the top when they're headed back?
First thing, don't wear your sweatpants anymore. Don't wear your athleisure anymore, especially if you're working for the government, if you're going into a more conservative work environment. That's a place that kind of requires a little bit of discernment, and whether it's a business casual or a full business professional environment, you have to kind of embody that. And admittedly, there are plenty of people who are returning to this environment and kind of forgot some of the stuff. And then there are some people that started in the workforce from home. So this might be a brand new experience for a lot of people.
Right.
So we're going to just help them fix that.
That's a good point. And I suppose you should probably find out, is your place of work business casual or professional?
Yes.
Know that too. That will help you select your clothes.
And honestly, it's been long enough since I've been in a, well, let's say real job, that I don't know how onboarding works for a lot of different places, but it's always worth asking, whether it's your immediate, person that you report to, or HR, or just the information packet that you're given. Find out.
Find out. It's important. Now, when men are wearing suits, I love a great pocket square. I love a tie. How can a man kind of stand out?
So those are two great options. I mean, as men, we generally don't get all of that many different ways to kind of accentuate our looks. If you're willing to put on a more fun pattern, I'm all for that. But usually in workplace environments, the tie, pocket square, maybe a lapel pin or something like that, your watch, cufflinks, those small accessories are really the ways to kind of help your look stand out.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's talk about what not to do.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of what not to do. So first thing I think of, and this is something I tell people, regardless of their workplace, regardless of the environment that they are wearing their clothes, really no matter what clothes they are, they need to fit.
Yeah.
So if your clothes don't fit well, you will not look good in those clothes. That's just a statement of fact. And whether you're client facing, whether you have a team that you're working with on site, you need to look appropriate, especially in a business environment.
So if your weight has changed, maybe get a new suit.
See a tailor. Even it doesn't have to be custom. I'm not going to try to sell everybody a custom suit. Although, call me. You can get something from a thrift store. I've gotten plenty of things from thrift stores and had them tailored for $20.
There you go.
They've looked completely new.
So no ill-fitting clothes. That doesn't look good.
Nothing ill-fitting.
What else?
Pattern matching is kind of an art. But it's also not that difficult of an art to do. It's like
not for you.
It's like paint by numbers in a lot of ways. So don't mesh chaotic patterns together. Don't go absolutely crazy with the colors and patterns and how you layer everything together. Stick to one bold, accentuated pattern if you choose to do that. Otherwise, stick with solids, stick with stripes, stick with plaid. One of those individually. Okay.
All right. One more. Any other big ones that kind of catch your mind?
Take care of your garments. Don't worry about all of the other things if you're not going to keep your garments clean. You're not going to keep them fresh. You're not going to take the tags off of them. You're not going to take the basting stitches off of them. They all need to look presentable, and actually finishing your garment when you get home from buying it is very important. Now,
you brought someone who looks very presentable to show us what it can look like. Why don't we bring Dan out here? All right, tell us about Dan's look. It looks very good.
Is in a rather conservative, although many people off the top of their heads wouldn't necessarily think so, a dark green double-breasted suit. So this is a way that somebody can go to a workplace in a business professional environment and have a little bit of personality, a little bit of fun, but still be more on the conservative side. So it's double-breasted, so it's a little bit more appropriate for a more fit body type. He's a gym guy. We've got some contrasted buttons, so this is something that could technically be worn with pants like these as a sport coat, so you get versatility with this kind of look. We've also got some Capitol Hill Clothiers accessories, so a nice pocket square with some X stitching, a nice grenadine tie in chocolate, and otherwise, just a fantastic look.
You look amazing. Thank you so much. This has been great. If you want to stay up to date on trends, style guides, and helpful tricks for your wardrobe, subscribe to their weekly newsletter at capitolhillclothiers.com/newsletter. Great day, Washington. We'll be right back.